Everyone wants to be able to communicate their ideas effectively and to a public audience, but many are afraid to do so. I'm here to tell you it's as easy as it sounds. All you have to do is not rehearse your lines. Now, it may sound weird. Why wouldn't I rehearse my lines? And trust me, I have also been a guilty suspect in rehearsing lines before big speeches or for presentations. But after taking this class, I've learned that it's important to not rehearse your lines due to the fact that it allows you to have more creative freedom when you're speaking, being able to come up with ideas on the fly through your mind instead of following a set paragraph or manuscript that you have previously wrote. Because if you're only reading that manuscript, if you're only reading the lines you have prepared, when the day comes and you have a surprise presentation, or you just have to give a super long speech, like an hour or two speech, you can't come up with anything that long. You can't memorize anything that long. It's better to be able to have no lines at all, so you have the creative liberty of choosing and picking which words you want to say, what lines you want to say, and how you want to use them. That's the first point I want to talk about. The next point I want to talk about is being able to master every channel as a means to communicate with other people. That's another lesson I learned when learning about this topic. We have so many forms of communication. It's important to know and to master which ones to use and when. Like right now, I'm communicating with you verbally. Other forms of communication could be through art, or it could be through conversation, argument, where all of those are a form of communication. But how we communicate, how we speak our words, we're supposed to be poised and connected and not so throwing words at each other, but trying to understand each other's words, which leads into the next point I want to talk about, which is being poised while communicating. Being poised while communicating allows for the audience and for you to feel more comfortable when speaking. You want to build that rapport with the audience. You don't want to scare them off, like, I don't know, this, that, I don't, like, you don't want, it creates a disconnect between you and the audience, which you do not want. After taking this class for some time, you've stated multiple times that we need to be able to connect with our audience. We don't want to build that disconnect. We don't want to build that rift between us. I think, and as we go and as we learn these lessons, as we learn these lessons in class, and as we begin to pass, our knowledge will never be at an impasse. We'll always be able to absorb and learn from our previous mistakes and our current mistakes, which is completely okay, because as a society, that's how we grow. We're able to learn the lessons that we're able to learn from our mistakes, and the lessons we're able to build boundaries and create bravery. And that's how we as a society grow and learn and become strong. And I think that's an important aspect that we all need to learn about. Being able to learn from our mistakes is never something we should be afraid of. As well as when we're rehearsing lines, being able to not rehearse lines is an effective strategy later on in life when you're giving your presentation. I guarantee you many of your employers will be able to appreciate how fast you can come up with speeches on the fly. As a society, that's how we grow. Thank you.